Let's go golfing. Let's go golfing.
Lion!
Hole in one. Let's go golfing.
Hello, I'm the Biochemist, and I've got an experiment. I'm searching for the highs, the lows, and the mids of the PlayStation catalog here on the PS1 Library Deep Dive. Today, in honor of summer winding down, we're going to stay indoors and play a video game about a sport. Hot Shots Golf, everyone. If you've played this game, or if you have any recommendations for what I should play next, leave a comment down below. Thank you very much. And first we're going to start where all games start, of course, and that is the cover art. 30 seconds, let's go. Here we have 3 of our cast of characters repping the crew. The models hold up well here and not too scary, with a nice simple art style to show the game's charm. The texture that's on the guy on the right's pants is really weird and stretched out to me though. Off-putting. Background is a JPEG of a beautiful golf course, keeping it real and simple. The Hot Shots Golf logo is also real and simple, a bit on the boring side, but it gets the point across. Cover is not bad. Now let's check out the PAL cover. They went for a totally different vibe, going extra cartoony. I think I like the NTSC one better. The PAL background's all warped, and the ball was supposed to be cute, but those dead eyes, they get to me, man. So this game was released in 1997, created by a company known as Camelot Software, who was also known for making the Mario Golf games later on. Interestingly, a different company named Clap Hands would go on to make every single other Hot Shots game. Weird, right? Anyway, Hot Shots Golf, also known as Everybody's Golf in other parts of the world, is my guilty pleasure. I don't give a fuck about golf in real life, but for some reason this series just does it for me. I've played about 6 or 7 of the different installments in this franchise, and they're all very fun. Hot Shots is the perfect type of game to just pick up for an hour or so, listen to some music or a video or something you want to just chill out to, just vibe to it. In general, Hot Shots has a perfect mix of casual and hardcore, with fun characters that anyone can be entertained by, but with some deep mechanics too that take time to master. I've only barely played the first game before this video. I had it on a demo disc from PlayStation Magazine as a kid way back in the day, and it always intrigued me. Keeping the more modern games in mind as a reference, the first Hot Shots is still very playable today. If you like the new ones, you're probably going to like this one. There are a lot of useful tools that you'll still find in the sequels later on that started here. They all help you golf like a pro. You can scout out the hole with various angles, put spin on the golf balls to adjust their trajectory, do a limited amount of power shots for additional distance, throw tufts of grass into the air to test the wind, and you can use these like Tron lines to decipher how the slopes will impact your putt. It's all here, just in their most basic forms, as you'd probably expect being the first game in the series. Later installments add more detailed angles, they make the Tron lines even cooler, things like that, but Hot Shots 1 still has an enjoyable golf game in it. I had fun. I will say that a couple of things do make it a bit more difficult than the future games. The spin that you add to the ball seems to be kind of all or nothing. So when you hit it, the ball can sometimes veer very far to the side when you really only want to make it a slight adjustment. Just something I had to get used to, really. Other installments in the franchise are much more subtle when it comes to how you add spin to the ball. I actually found the putting to be a bit easier than I remember it in future games. Maybe it's just that I'm getting better with more experience, or maybe it's something to do with this game. I can't quite say. In my advanced experience with Everybody's Golf, it's that you gotta overshoot when you putt. Keep that in mind, kids. The main mechanic of Hot Shots Golf is the meter you use to hit the ball. Once you select your club, press X once to get your swing started, then press X again once you've attained the power level you want. Press X a third time while the bar is in the right spot to confirm how accurate your swing is. If you don't time it right and it ends up outside of the red, you shank it. This is very standard in pretty much all golf games you see today, with variations, I guess, but this was fairly revolutionary at the time. I don't want to be definitive and say this is the first time a meter was used in a golf game. I'm pretty sure like Mario Golf and stuff on Game Boy and maybe even the NES had stuff like it, but Hot Shots Golf does it well, really well. So as you might expect, Hot Shots is a very quiet game. In a way, I could see this one being the favorite in the series for some. It's very quiet even compared to other games in the series. The only noises you hear are birds, the sounds of wind, and some golf claps here and there. You'll get praise for a nice on or nice shot, but that's all the voice acting there is really. Music only plays after holes are done and in the menus. All the other games in the series have caddies and characters who talk and make comments as you play. So if you're not a fan of that, then maybe you'll like Hot Shots 1 more.
Come on, get the bird.
Calm down. It's okay.
The rush.
Hot Shots 1 is also lacking a lot of the wacky animations that give the series its personality. Hot Shots 2 kind of grew into that personality, and I kind of prefer that, I think. But the peaceful scene we get here is nice. Everybody's Golf is such an addicting series because of how you continuously unlock things. How games should be, you know? And because of the satisfaction you get of slowly becoming better and better, mastering each hole. There's a lot of self-motivated stuff here. Nothing is sweeter than sinking a tough putt from a long distance. The only gripes I have are pretty minor, I'd say. The characters are kind of ugly, gotta be honest. Even by PS1 standards. They do have kind of a cute, charming 3D claymation look, which I like, but they're very stiff and make some weird expressions sometimes. The future games certainly fix this problem. The courses are good, but they do get a bit repetitive. There are weather effects that can happen, and courses take place in different biomes, like temperate climates in Hawaii and in the desert. The later courses, they're all very green, I guess. What do you expect a golf game? Well, the later courses do have beautiful sunsets and stuff, but you spend so much time in the first two courses, it would have been nice to have options to change the seasons like you do in Hot Shots 2. Having different color palettes swap out really does add to the game, makes things feel a bit more fresh, you know, adding more colors like they do in Hot Shots 2. And this is the part of the video where we dive into the credits and learn a bit more about one of the game's creators. This week we're going to talk about Masashi Muramori. He seems to absolutely love golf, or at least I hope so, because he made a whole career in the games industry completely revolving around golf. According to Moby Games, he got his start on the Japanese computer system, the MSX, where he made World Golf back in 1985. He would eventually work on World Golf 3. I don't know what happened to 2, we're not going to ask. He spent the early to mid 90s working on something a little different, a couple of RPGs called Shining Force CD and Beyond the Beyond, before he went back to golf. Muramori was the director, a designer, and a programmer for Hot Shots 1, so it seems like this was his baby. He went on to head Clap Hands Games, where he would make more golf games. A lot of them too. From 1999 to 2017, he worked on Hot Shots 2, Hot Shots 3, Hot Shots 4, Hot Shots Open T, Hot Shots Open T2, Hot Shots World Invitational, and Everybody's Golf 2017. So that's 7 golf titles. They also did a couple of Hot Shots tennis spin-offs in the middle too, just to keep things a little fresh, I guess. His most recent credit was Clap Hands Golf, aka Easy Come Easy Golf, which was again a golf game, golf. But this time it broke away from the PlayStation, and that game was released on the iOS in 2021 and on the Switch in 2022. He doesn't seem to do a ton of interviews, but he said in an IGN interview in 2021 that he does have an urge to work on other titles that don't include bunkers, birdies, and eagles. I feel like it's rare to see someone with such a niche and focused career in the games industry. So let's appreciate the great games Masashi Muramori has made for us.
Nice in.
So yeah, that's Hot Shots Golf 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. We're going to spin the wheel to select our next game. Let's roll the clip. Alright, we're going to be spinning the wheel again, seeing which viewer comment game we play next. Alright, it's totally random. Click here, and here we go. If you want to leave a comment suggesting a game, it'll be added to this wheel. And we're going to be playing Spiral the Dragon, the first game. Alright, I was worried it was going to be Barbie, so thank God. See you next time.